Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome guys to this new video tutorial. In this tutorial I am demonstrating you that how you can draw complete building in Autodesk Revit. So here I have assumed a two-story L-shaped building. Here you can see the plan. Here you can see that these are the different levels that we will be demonstrating in our tutorial. So stay with me, and if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe and hit the bell icon. So the first thing that we will cover in this tutorial is drawing leveling, then grid, then we'll move toward the columns. So here you can see, then wall, column footing and wall footing, then slab floor railings and stair, and applying paints and rendering, and the final drafting. So here you see this is the render view of the building that I have designed. This is actually a L-shaped building, you can see, and this is a two-story. So just while after you will be able to draw the same structure. So here you can see the plan in more detail. So here the dimensions are provided that this is one room, this is second, this is third, fourth. Here you can see the washroom and the staircases. So this is a 12 feet dimension, this is also 12, these are two are also 12 feet, the washroom are 6 feet and 6 feet, and all the other dimension that you will be needed you will see in the video. At the end you will be able to draft multiple views or drawings in one sheet, and also you will be able to learn that how you can add your custom logo instead of the Autodesk logo to your drafting sheet. So don't skip the video, stay with me, and let's start. So here select the template for your drawing. I'm selecting the structural template. You can browse, and here if you have added these templates, so you can select any one of them. So I am using this in the metric system, and hit OK. Now the window will be open. Just wait for it. So here you see the Revit interface is open now, and now you can start drawing your grids and levels. So first I will draw levels. This is my level 1, and so here I am copying this to add a foundation level grid and the grid for the second story as well. So here in this case I am changing the unit to the imperial system. If you select your template by default imperial, so then you will be okay with these unit. As I have selected the metric template, so here the units are in the millimeter and meter, and in my case I'm using the units in inches and feet, so I'm just changing these units. So here you can see that how you can change. So now I'm just correcting these grids and your spacing. I'm adding only 3 levels, one at the foundation level, and the other one is at the level 1, which is my ground level, then level 1, which will be your first story, and then level 2. So actually these are 4 levels. You can draw it as a new level as well, and you can copy the existing level and add it to the new level. So here I am using this by copying command, and then you can rename these levels. So here just follow me. On this you can change the name of level. So here this is my level 1, this will be level number 2, and below these are ground level, and this is my foundation level. So just fix this, double click and name it as level 0 or foundation level. As we have drawn our levels, so the leveling or elevation task is completed. Now comes to this, and here add your new level to this project browsing, and here you just see the method, and now go to any plan. Just we have added our level in the south elevation. So I have just changed the naming style, as I have added I have to add the same style for level 1 and level 2. And here now you can see in the floor plan all these level are appeared. Now go to foundation, and here you can draw your grids line as for your plan. So in this case this will be a 42 by 42, as my building plan is L shape, and also add this as 42. And now you can add the other grids for the different rooms and column. So this is the room width 12 by 12, so I have added one here, and this is the veranda which have 6 feet center to center distance from the wall of room, and here you can add 12 feet. And now add the grids in the other direction as well. This is a 12 by 12, this is also 12, then this will be 6 inch, and the last one will remain as 12 feet, sorry 6 feet. You can change these, but it doesn't matter, I will leave as a default. Next go to the structure tab, and here I will add the columns to the required positions. So select vertical, and here you see these are the steel structure I will load from the libraries. So use imperial because my template is imperial, and here you can go to concrete column, square column, and open, and here you can resize these to 18 by 18 or any, but I am adding a 12 by 12 columns to grid position. So here just select these are converted into height, and from the foundation level to the ground level, this is the ground level. Add one by one here, and next I'm showing a short method through which you can add the column to all the selected grids point. And from here just select the grids, add to all these point, and hit OK. Let first add to all these points, and then one by one to here, and you can select all the grid as well. So here you can see the columns are added from the foundation level to your ground level. So now we will be adding the wall from the foundation level to the ground level. So here select your desired wall, structure wall, and this is a generic 200 mm. You can change the properties from here as well by duplicating and creating a new with a different width. So I have to name it as 18 inch and also change this to 18 inch. So I have defined a new wall for my project. Hit OK and then so this is how you duplicate it, and now select these through height and ground level, and now start drawing. You can start in this way and then from here to here one by one. Okay, so here you see our column is invisible from this corner once we add it and hit OK. So let me try again. So again it shows a warning and I'm cancelling it, and now at this time I'm just fixing this error, and from here to here, and this time click unjoin element, so then you will see your column position. So this is the right way, unjoin, so now you can see the position of your columns. Unjoin, just add it again, because previously we have added these by not selecting the unjoin command. Now add it in this short method, unjoin, and now you can clearly see your column in the wall. So add here again and unjoin, and now add the wall for your room as well. Unjoin, and just now this time do it by copying, unjoin, and add to all the respective position. Copy it again to this position, and now your plan for the foundation level has completed. You have added all the required columns and wall. The next thing is to add footing for the wall and column. So I will be adding spread footing for the wall and isolated footing for the column. So here just add a footing to the wall, column first, which will be isolated. So select structural footing and rectangular. So I'm picking this one. You can see the other as well, and this is a very large size, so I'm reducing it. This is 72 feet length and I am reducing it to 36, and also this one to 36. So reduce it 3 feet and 3 feet. Thickness will be 1 foot and length and width will be 3 feet. So you can see the preview as well, and apply and hit OK. And now you can add it by the shortcut method as well, and one by one as well. So select all the grids point and add it. Now see in the 3D. So these are added because these are also the grid point, but here we don't have any columns, so I will delete these. Now add the wall footing. So just select the thickness and width for your footing. This is a kind of spread footing for the wall which is provided throughout its length. So the width will be just 3 feet. I have selected 2.5, so this is 30 feet, 30-inch width and 1 feet thickness. So select all the walls through which you want to add the footing. Just ignore this warning and later on I will show you that whether these are added properly or not. Now see in the 3D here you can see that footing has been added to your walls. So this task is also completed. Now come to the ground level. Let's go back and I will add now the columns from the ground level to your level 1. That will be your first story columns. But before going to that, first I will add here the floor for my ground level. Select the boundary through this line command and now hit OK. Finish the task and yes. And now see, just your plan is prepared now. That's look pretty beautiful. Now the next thing is to add column from your ground level to your level 1 for your first story. So go to the structure tab, column, and here we have already loaded. So this time I'm selecting 12 by 12 column. At the foundation level we have added 18 by 18, but here I'm reducing the cross section area. So select these two depth and ground level and change it to let's first check these things. So just these are added from the ground level, from the foundation level to ground level. I have not selected these parameter correctly. This time I have to select the base level from here as ground level height, and it will be going to level 1. So now this time I have added 12 by 12 and height to all the grids point and select OK. Now see in the 3D, so these are added correctly. Now just delete these 4 which are not required for our building. You can rotate it around and see whether these are added properly or not. Since these are the veranda column, that if we add rectangular it will affect the aesthetics, so I'm adding here the round column which looks more beautiful and the veranda. So load from the family and this time select our circular. This is actually I've selected the architectural one, so that will not, I will select the structural column, concrete and structure column round. Okay, open, and now add to all the grids point. You can add one by one because we are adding this to the specific grid points only for the veranda. Now let's look pretty good. You can see this and the realistic view. So let's look pretty enough. Now we will add the further elements. So the next thing is to add the wall from the ground level to your level 1. So go to the structure tab, select wall, and select the any thickness of the wall that you want to add to your structure, and you can duplicate and change its size as well. Now start drawing, this time drawing it by a rectangular command. Let's first check these things. These are, I want to add a center line wall, and from the height from the ground level to level 1. So keep drawing the wall through this line command and all the required places. The room walls are almost completed, and here if you want to draw the wall for washroom, so here you can draw this as a 6 feet, and then draw here, and then draw a line at the center. So this is 18 inch. Draw 6 by 6 feet. Sorry, this is 12 feet of length. So draw a line at the center, 6 feet from one side, and now you can see in the 3D by realistic view. So here you see this column is not necessary, and these walls are also not necessary because I want here to add stairs and reduce the length of this wall. So this will be serve as a staircase. Now see it's look better. So the wall section has completed for level 1. Now next is to add beam over the wall, which will be connected to the column and will run throughout the wall. So here select the beam option, which is given here, and if you want to save you can save, or else cancel this. Save the file anywhere on your PC. So I'm saving it under desktop and create a new folder with name Revit practicing or Revit modeling. And this is a 2-story L-shaped building, so name it as a 2-story L-shaped building. So the file has saved now, and now I will be adding I will add this promptly because by the default I have a steel structure, so I am adding here a concrete beam. So go to the structural framing, concrete, and rectangular beam. So these are the 3 options. I will add the top one here, this one. And now you can change these dimensions. So this is a 12 by 24, and I will be adding a 12 by 18, 12 inch width or 12 widthness and 18-inch depth. Enter value or not a formula, so select it as 1 feet 6 inch. Okay, or you can preview it as well. Apply and okay. Now you can add the frame because this is already loaded now. So I will use this line tool, but before that check out the level to H you want to add. So I'm adding here the beam on level 1. So I have selected this and start drawing. This is not showing in this plan, so just ignore these warnings. And now draw one here, and also one here over this wall. Just carry on and add this to all the locations. And now here you see the beam has added. You can see these in the 3D view. As in this location we don't require a beam, so I will delete this from here because this space is for staircase and the load here is not significant. So I will reduce the length here, and this is how you can adjust the length. Next I'm adding the slab to this level. So just go to the structure tab and here you can see this the floor option. So you can add this as a generic floor or anyone. So I have selected this one and modify just to adjust the thickness. I'm adding a 6-inch thickness slab, and here also select this is a 6-inch thick. Then you can see the preview here and hit OK. And now I'm drawing this by rectangular tool, so I will actually draw here 2 rectangles. So pick this point, and this will be the one edge, and here this will be the one. So here I'm not just selecting the corner of the wall as I have picked the first corner. It will be a little bit projected towards this wall, as usually you have seen in the buildings. Now here pick this corner, and again here draw another rectangle, and here these two elements are actually over each other, so just remove this. This will be actually a single geometrical structure. And here adjust this overhang part. This will I am selecting 2 feet, and same for this one, adjust it as a 2 feet. And now hit finish work. So here you see the slab has been added here. You can see in the 3D view the slab is added to your first level. Next I'm adding windows and doors to my structure level 1. So for this you have to first go to architecture tab, and here you can see window and door option. So pick door here and load family. You can add the default one as well, but here I am selecting one of my choice. So here you can see different. You may have the different families and the different doors. In my case I have these doors, so you can pick any one of them. I have picked this one, and you can select here the door of your choice size. You can select this one and this as well. Let me find this 3-bit width, and later on you can modify this as well. From here So you can, per door the sill height will be 0, so here you can see. And here add this to washroom one, and similarly add one here. You can rotate or change the direction by just clicking on the space bar. Here add, but this time I will select a door of a bigger size for the room. And for the bathroom I have selected the 3 feet size, and here I will change the size, edit and duplicate, and I have selected this time 50-inch width, and you can select this is 4 feet and 2 inch. Okay, and here add the doors to all your rooms. Add one here. I'll just add here closer to this one. Add here, and this time I'm using the mirror command to just mirror this, and this will also be helpful. You can add directly as well. So I have mirrored this one just along the grid number 7, and for this with this grid. So both method are applicable. You can add by anyone. So here you can see in the 3D that this is added. Here I'm hiding this element, and you can see in this isometric view as well. Next I will be adding the windows to my structure. So you can rotate around, and I have now let's add windows. So here are the small size window. For I will load from family. So previously as I selected door, so here you can select the windows as well. You have a lots of option here. So I have selected this one, or you can change it as well, and here you can edit the size as well. So I will select the sill height. This is actually the height from the floor level, so this is 3, and add it one here, one to this room, and here you can add 1 or 2 as well. Let's add one here and one here. You can add this to any location what you want, and add one here. Just select all these points to which you want to add the window. And for the bathroom I will add a window of small size, so one here, and to the second bathroom I will add one here. So but it is noted that for this window the sill height will be maximum, so I have selected 7 feet height for this window that I have added to the bathroom. Now you can see here you see these are added 7 feet above the ground level. That's we call sill height. You can see and rotate around. Let me hide this by view that you can see the windows and doors in the realistic view. Now in order to bring back the floor that you have hidden, just click Ctrl plus Z, so the door will be visible again. So our one story modeling has been completed. Now the next thing is to add Let's first see the camera view of your structure, that how it will look. And here I have placed a camera in the front of this L-shaped building, and now you can see that how it's actually look by camera view. You can take section as well, and you can render it if you want to. Just you can add the clouding and other. You can add a background picture as well. Here you can see the option. I'll make a separate video on the rendering, but here I'm just showing the method shortly. So here you can see the render view has shown, but its quality is very low. You can select the high quality as well, but the rendering will take a lots of time in that case. So just for the sake of simplicity, I have selected this for quality. This will take lots of time, as here you can see the file size is very high. So I will cancel this. Let's close this, and now that it is the time to draw the second level. So here let's come to level 1, or from the ground level select all these things and use the filter command, that and select the thing that you want to copy to your level 2. So deselect red and select all the other and apply. So here you see this is copy to clipboard and align to the level number 2, and paste it align to level number 2. So it will take some time, and now you can see in the 3D that the all the doors, window, wall and everything has added in just an instant to your level number 2. But here you see the slab is not added, so just add it separately and paste it align to level 2 and add it and the level 3. So here you can see that just in a few seconds you have modeled the second story. You can add 4 5 up to 10 stories as well, but for that you have to first define your levels that we have defined in the start of our tutorial. Now next is to add staircase to our structure. So I'll be providing two stairs. One is from ground level to level 1, and then from level 1 to level 2. So here let's select the floor. So floor is selected, and click on the edit boundary, and here insert a rectangle. Let's draw a random rectangle approximately equal to the width of the stair, and then later on we'll modify its width. So here you see I have drawn say finish and yes, and now select, double click on it, and here you can see these distances from these reference. So adjust it as 3 because we are adding 3 feet width stair, and here adjust this width so it is above 4, so make it 3 and say finish. Modify and say finish and click yes. And now we will be adding the same the opening and the floor to level 2, but before going to that let's first add a stair. Set the width of your stair here, so I am selecting 3 feet, and my base level is level ground level, and the top level is level 1, and hit apply. And here select this from the right, so it will be just aligned to the right of this sorry, select left, so it will be added here. Move up to this point, let's make it one more step, and here now start the story in the second the another direction. So half of the step will run in this direction and then in this. So up to this point it is reached to the level 2, sorry, level 1, and this part is outside of the structure, so move it inside, move zoom and move it here. Sorry, this is not moved perfectly. Let's select it again and move it accurately this time. At the previous move the whole stair was not selected, so first select it correctly and then move it, so it will work correctly. And now here you can see that it has moved successfully to the right place. And now as you see that the opening and the width and the slab is not of accurate length, so let's adjust it according to the width of our stair. You can modify as per your requirement and understanding, but here I'm just demonstrating you the method. Say finish and okay, yes. And now in order to see it in a detail, so we can apply a section view here. So here add a section and move outside it and double click on this. So here you can see this has placed very accurately from level 1 to from the ground level to level 1. So similarly we can add it to the level 2, but for that first we have to place a opening in the level 2 slab. But for the simplicity I will just copy the stair and the slab from level 1 to level 2, because in both cases I am placing the stair at the same position. So to copy it to clipboard and move then paste it align to level 2. So here you can see the stair has been added very precisely. Now just let's see the section view. So here you can see these are added and both are connected to the right levels. You can add here beam part supporting this, and if it is mounted correctly to the wall, so then this is okay. Or you can add a cantilever beam part supporting the stair as well. So here I'm just moving to the another section, that is adding the railing here. So at the first floor level here in the veranda, I will be adding a railing, and at the top of the slab or the roof I will also add railing, or you can add a parapet wall here there as well. So I'm selecting the railing option and here draw the railing. Just draw railing by line command up to here, and then let first draw this small portion and then connect these two and say finish to it. You can modify the properties here in the property panel as well, but I am working with the default. So here now you can see the railing has added. Now let's move to level 2, and here I will add railing to the top level. So just I'm using here a rectangle command for efficiency. Here add one more, and then I will modify these, because all the lines should be connected, and here one line is above the other. So if you do with this it will show error, so I'm adjusting these. And now you can see in the 3D the railing has been added to the roof as well. Now I will apply paint because I want to see a render view. So for a better look I will apply paint here. So let's apply somewhat a white color, or let's apply another color for these side walls. So let's select this one. I applied to these two and apply to these as well. And for these inside wall I will apply a white color. Select these and apply here, apply, and also apply to the level 1 wall as well. I'm just applying the paints to the visible color in this view because I will make a render view in this. So here now you can see it seems very realistic. You can turn around and see it with the different views. So as I have not applied to these back side wall, so I will leave it as default. So it look very beautiful and almost our project has completed. Just I will add and I will make a render view here, and let's first make a camera view. So place camera here and then move the rise here. Let's extend the view, enlarge it, that you can see the whole building and see in the realistic. So this is a camera view, look very beautiful, very impressive. So here now you can see we have done up to the fence. So now the next thing is to create a render view. So I will just show you the method that how you can make a render view of your building with different kind of view. So I will do one. So for this, go to the view tab and here you see the render. So you can set these thing as much you select this DPI, so the file size will be larger and it will take maximum time to complete the render view. It is a time taking process. You can select these option as per your requirement. I have selected sun only, and this is a cloudy, so cloud will be there in the background, and then click on the render that you have seen, and here you can see this 74% of the rendering has been completed, and the render view looks very beautiful now. It is completed 83%, and here you can see that's look very beautiful, and you can save this into your project here, and you can export as to your desktop. And now let's have some drafting. So the drafting is the final but the very important process. So from here you can add a sheet. I have added this, and here you see this is the Autodesk logo. So you can work with this, and if you want to add a new, so you can add it by just delete it first and then insert a picture from here. You can add your logo and any kind of picture. I have saved my logo on the desktop, so select it and paste here, and now adjust the side and bring it to the center. So you can set it as just see the method and upload it to the project and override the existing version. So now the new logo as your own logo, the Autodesk logo has been removed. And now if you want to add a view here, so just select it. Since this view is already used in a particular uh, wrapped or page, so I will select another one. And if you want this level one here and you this view, so you can first duplicate it and then add the duplicate view here, but I'm not doing. I'm selecting another view, and let's adjust it, crop this and adjust it, and as it is very small as compared to the page size, so we will increase the size of this by the scale. So just wait, select this, and here you see the scale. You can select any one of them, but I will select this custom, and this is 1/100, so select it 1/50. Its size is now very much increased, but still its size is very small as compared to the page. Let's first bring it to the center. So move this inside to the page, select outside and then select And now let's increase this size. Double click on this to activate the window. Hide it because we don't want to print this. Double click here to activate the window and select the scale, and this time just increase the scale from 1:50 to 1:40. Still it is smaller, increase it to 130, or now it seems comparable with the page size. So just bring it to the center, and for this the scale is 1:30. So this is approximately at the center, and bring it inside. And now you can see, and you can print it to and export it to the PDF format, and you can share this with your client. And here you can see the other sheets. I have added multiple views, or two views to this one sheet. You can add 4, 5 and many as you want. So let's first correct this setup. Check there whether it is correct or not. So the landscape is okay, select it as a 4 sheet size, and select this, and high resolution and the vector processing okay. And now you can print it. So print it, create separate files and select on the view, and just print it with the name. I'm saving it on the desktop and name it as view 2D or just 2. So this view will be printed. Let's wait for it, and now you can see this on the desktop. Let me open this. So here you can see the view is printed very accurately, and now let's me print the second view as well. Let's move and open the another sheet that we have created now. This is the ground level, and you can set these owner name, project name and blah blah as you required, but for the time's sake I'm not doing this. We have already set the page setup. Now print it directly. You can check these and okay, and name it as ground floor. So this is printed, and now from here you can see the ground floor. So this is edit another. So hopefully you may have learned something here, and if you have learned, please subscribe to my channel, support me and share my videos with your friends and colleagues. So thank you for watching, and if you feel any problem in Revit and other software like MS Word, so feel free to ask any question that I will make other videos, and thank you.